Okay, hi everybody. Today we're going to do a little bit, something a little bit different with our letters. I have a stack of cards and they are called our letter flashcards. So they're letter picture flashcards. We're going to be using those today. So we have one for every letter of the alphabet that we have learned so far. Of course, remember our new letter of the week is the letter Q. It makes the qu sound, and we learned about quit and quell yesterday. When we write the letter Q, I don't know that I can get it up close enough, but when we write the letter Q, I'm going to tilt this back a little bit. Maybe that'll help. I think that helps. When we write the letter Q, we make one big O, and we put a stick in it, and then we make one little, not really an O, one big circle with a stick on the outside, and one little circle with a long stick that goes down below the line. Here is another one that I drew. So I will just kind of show you as I draw it again. Let's see if it's kind of different because I have to kind of draw it backwards. So it is one big circle. If you see, I'm drawing it in pink. And I put a stick out. It makes a Q. And then I am going to draw a little circle and one long stick going down below the line. So both of those are the letter Q, and they make the qu sound. So if you would like to practice writing that on your paper, I do have another Q page that you'll practice, and then if you want to try to practice making Qs on different pieces of notebook paper, or even it would be a great idea if it's a beautiful day outside tomorrow to practice your letter Qs outside on chalk. That would be a lot of fun too. Just might be a great idea to try it. But letter Q for qu. So we're going to go ahead and get started with our picture flashcards. I will tell you the alphabet. If y'all want to say them with me, we're just going in order from A, B, C, all the way to Q. So we will still have our big letter, then we will still have our little letter, and we're going to have, instead of saying the sound, because I feel pretty confident that we all know the sounds, we're going to say pictures that begin with that letter sound. So first one, big A. Oh, this is not. Oh, big A for cat. I will have to write that because some of them begin. I guess this one is going to have the middle sound for cat. So I'm going to kind of show you what we're talking about. I'm going to write the letter cat. If you notice, cat has the vowel sound ah in it for A. So let's just go through our picture cards. So you're trying to listen for the sound that you hear. A says ah, cat. Little a says ah. Oh, sorry. Little a says ah for flag. Big B says buh for bear. Little b says, oh, it's different because I'm looking at it backwards. Little b says buh for book. Big C says ca for carrot. Little c says ca for comb. There's the comb, sorry. Big D says duh for deer. Little d says duh for doctor. Big E says eh for hen. Hen. Little e says eh for egg. Big F says f for fire. Little f says f for 5. Big G says G for guitar. Little G says G for geisha. She's from Japan. She's geisha. Big H says H for hippo. Little H says H for house. Big I says I for pig. Little I says I for chicken. Big J says J for jar. Little J says J for jug. Big K says K for king. Little K says K for kangaroo. Just a quick reminder, if you remember the small animal, do you remember what it was called? Think real hard. We'll see if you remember. We even had one that we put in her pocket when we worked in the classroom. We made her, and she had a baby. Do you remember what her baby was called? Let me know. Might be kind of tricky. Big L says L for lion. Little L says L for light. Big M says M for monkey. Little m says M for mittens. Big N says N for 9. Little n says N for needle. Big O says A for dog. Little o says A for frog. Ribbit, ribbit. Can y'all ribbit like a frog? Big Q says Qua for queen. And little q says Qua for quarter. And we are actually going to be learning about a quarter today. If you notice, this card's a little different because it has 2 letters. Because normally when you work with a Q, you use a Q and a U to make the qua sound. So that's something different. We've never seen that before. So we'll have to remember this card. It's very important because to make the qua sound, you always have to have those 2 letters together, a Q and a U. Say qua. Okay, and that's for when you're writing later on and we get to be really good writers. All right, really good job today. The next thing we are also working with is going to be the number. Of course, I put everything down and then I didn't pay attention to where I put it. The number 12. So here's the number 12. A 1, we draw a straight line down. And then it also has a 2, which we wrap around and then go across. So this is the number 12. So let's count all of our things together. These are all 12 dolls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hopefully we all counted those really well. I hope you counted with me. And again, here is our number 12. We have a stick that goes straight down. And then we would put our pencil at the top and curve around and go at a slant a little bit to make the 2 and across. You'll have a paper practicing the number 12. Of course, mine is just a copy. But here's the paper that you're going to do today. So if you would please be sure that you copy this 12 and that you're counting all of your quarters on this page. And then on the back of your page for more practice, go ahead and write another 12 on the back. So on the back of your paper, once you've done this paper, let's see, we'll use this. I would like for you to also, with whatever color you would like, just work really hard. You're going to just write a straight stick down and a 2. Just try your best to practice a letter 12. I didn't even do it very perfectly. And then you can draw your 12 things like what we had been practicing in class. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that'll be what you'll have on the back of your paper is the number 12 with 12 circles underneath it. So you can practice writing your 12 and counting your 12 things. So straight stick down and then around, slant down, and then straight across for the number 2, which we've been writing a number 2, so it should be okay. It's just you've already learned how to write the number 1 and you've written the number 2. So when you put a 1 and a 2 together, it makes the number 12. Okay. Other than that, I think I'm going to go ahead and stop this timer, give you a little bit, or stop this video and give you a little bit of time to work on those papers that we talked about. Remember, Q makes the qu sound, and it is a very special sound because it actually has two letters put together, and I don't know where I did it with that card. Forgetting everything today, but it actually has 2 letters that you put together. I guess I can just write them for you. And our special sound that makes things a little bit different than just seeing one letter is that when we're saying Q, we usually see a little Q, which are circle with the stick straight down, and then right after that is a U. Those 2 letters make the qu sound. That's something that we've got to try to remember. We've got to work really hard to remember that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and end this video and then start our next video, which is our lesson about a quarter. I think you're going to like it. And then I'll just talk to you here again in a little bit. Bye.